In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to create Excel pivot charts and field buttons. We'll start by opening Microsoft Excel and getting ready to work with a simple data set. A pivot chart is a powerful, interactive chart that's directly connected to a pivot table. That means when the pivot table changes, the chart updates automatically as well. One of the most useful features of a pivot chart is the field buttons, which allow you to filter, group, and rearrange data right from the chart itself without having to rebuild anything manually. For this example, we're using a small sample data set with columns for region, product, and sales. The sample entries include different products sold across regions like East, West, and North, along with their sales values. Even with a simple table like this, pivot charts make it much easier to summarize information and spot trends quickly. Now let's create the pivot chart using the recommended method. First, click any cell inside your dataset. This is important because Excel uses the selected cell to detect the full range of your data automatically. Once you've selected a cell, go to the Insert tab in the ribbon. From there, click Pivot Chart. A dialog box will appear. Here, take a moment to verify that Excel has selected the correct data range. If everything looks right, choose New Worksheet. This option is usually best because it gives you a clean space to work with both the pivot table and the chart. Then click OK. Excel will now create a new worksheet and open the Pivot Table Fields pane. This is where you decide how the data should be organized. To build a chart that shows total sales by region, drag region into the axis or rows area. Then drag sales into the values area. As soon as you do that, Excel automatically creates both a pivot table and a pivot chart. The chart will display total sales grouped by region, giving you an instant visual summary of your data. Because it's a pivot chart, it remains interactive, and the field buttons on the chart let you adjust what you're viewing without starting over. A helpful tip here is to make sure your source data has clear column headers and no completely blank rows or columns, since that helps Excel interpret the data correctly. Once your chart appears, you can use the field buttons to refine the view and make the chart more useful for analysis. That's how to create Excel pivot charts and use field buttons to build an interactive summary of your data quickly and clearly.